Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Joy Toy. It is World War II time. We have the Soviet infantry set and the Soviet officer. These will match in nicely, hopefully, with the other World War II sets, which I'll be doing a little comparison with later on in this interview. So watch out for that. These are all nicely sealed still in that plastic. So let's get them open and take a look. Let's start with our little officer first. Let's just cut this. Is it cellophane? Cellophane plastic off. Okay. Hopefully that'll be easy to peel. Now just, yeah, there we go. Now it's got a slice in there. And it is a presentation box. I won't open yet. Let's get these guys done as well. And let's see. There we go. Okay, so the box is artwork on the front. And on the back is photograph of the figure on the set, not on the officer. It's just artwork. Sides, just the name and a little bit of information, just the name on the top and bottom. Let's have a look. Presentation box. Very nice. The figure looks really good actually. And there's a picture of the figure posed on the inside suit. He does look particularly atmospheric. I do like that. Very, very nice looking. Let's look at the set of 5 with their bigger machine gun or armored machine gun. Look really nice as well. I am looking forward to this. Okay, so let's start. I will start with the box set of these guys since they're in my hands already. And also it's the biggest part of the review. So, let's see. Nothing else in the box. Just the smell of new plastic crack. Okay, so like we've seen of all Joy Toy releases recently, there's a 2-part box. Top part is figures, bottom part is the weapons and accessories. Let's have a look at weapons and accessories. There's some small instructions there. You've got your big machine gun, you've got handheld machine gun, rifle, scope rifle, looks like another rifle or machine gun, some hats, some pouches, looks really quite nice. Then we have our figures and our instructions. Instructions just includes belts, bulletproof vest. There's bulletproof vest. Oh, I've missed that part. Belt, bulletproof vest, leg armors, firearms, daggers, etc. The content of the accessories is subject to the picture. I am not sure about the bulletproof vest. What is the bulletproof vest? What is that thing shown there? Okay, is that something on the... Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. So they've got things that are attached already, these parts here, that aren't separate. So it's a bit confusing when you look in the box. Where's that part? It's actually attached to the figure. Okay, so let's look at accessories and then we'll come back to the figures. This is not taped. Okay, so we'll look at the main machine gun first. We have the carriage with the wheels on, and they do sort of rotate. We have the main gun, looks pretty cool. We have the armor. We have the magazine, or the ammo, sorry, belt, and we have the magazine here. So let me see, how does that attach in there? It should be quite easy. I'm assuming it's going to be that one, it looks like. Is that right? Or that one? I can figure that out in a moment. Okay, so this will attach in here. Somehow. That's quite a stiff attachment, so you want to be careful of that. The gun will go inside and it'll clip on quite easily to there. Looks pretty good. Where does the ammo go? Okay, ammo goes in here. or the belt goes in here. Could be that way, and that should be this way. The belt needs to have, yeah, it's got bend. It needs to have that, otherwise you can't get a nice. Ooh, I'm scared of breaking that. You need to have a bend, otherwise you can't get it to look nice or fit nicely in. Okay. It only goes in one way because the bullets must face forwards, obviously. Don't be shooting yourself. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's in. Let's get it into the little box here. Now I need to bend it so it doesn't sit too far off the ground. Oh, so close yet so far. Just about. Looks pretty good. Oops, popped out, never mind. Okay, we have the pouches, the satchels. There are 5 of those. There is one of these type guns. If you know the names of the guns, we'll call this one A. You can say in comments, this is gun A. This is gun B. And it's nice they got these straps going from one side to the other, so it'll fit more nicely on the shoulder. This is like the hunting, the scope one. So we'll call this one C. This is D's got a bayonet. And then E is this sort of machine gun here with the top loading cylindrical barrel there. And then we have some little hats. They almost look like turbans. Some little hats for the soldiers. I'll keep those in the satchels in for now. And as I take the figures out, I will put those onto them and see what they're like. Okay, so just put that out the way slightly. So, figures. This too is not taped, thank God. Right, there are no spare joints. Giotto used to supply spare joints for the figures. The last 2 sets I've had, the 01 or 01st Legion Steel Spears, Back the Stars Sci-Fi. No spare joints, but their quality control or their quality of production joints is much better now. And this is the second set I've got with no spare joints. So let's get them out. We'll look at the sculpting, the faces, articulation with accessories, and we go from there. So first of all, sculpting. Really good. Giotto is probably one of the fastest companies for designing and turning around and producing figures so fast. Very, very nice looking. Sculpt is slightly different. We have 2 with these sort of pockets here, and the rest don't have those pockets. They're slightly different on their vests. Otherwise, they're identical apart from the faces. They all come with helmets, which come off quite easily. We have a bearded guy here, no mustache. Looks pretty cool. We have here he's not a happy guy. Bloke with a nice side parting, definitely accurate for the era. We have another bloke here. Another guy who's not particularly happy. Not sure about the hair colour, sorry. Another one here. It looks a bit similar to the others, but he's got a different hairstyle, but it's good that he can differentiate them. And then the last one, again with that sort of gold colour hair and different hairstyle again. Actually, his hair does look pretty damn good. He does look pretty damn cool. Okay, articulation. Let's look at the backpack. This does come off, and you can take off the U sort of shape part here separate to the backpack, I can see, which is cool. So you can customize. There is a spade here, but it's just for show. It doesn't actually come out. I can't see any knives on these ones at present. Maybe I'm missing a knife on one of the others. I can't see. Okay, articulation. Bear in mind all this stuff on. Looks left and right, up and down, side to side. Shoulders. Not as good as I was expecting. I was expecting more than flat, or just about flat. bicep bend. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joy Toy has improved the bicep bend, the bicep range of motion. They get not 90 but over 90 now, which is really, really good. They all have this new system on the wrists. Is a ball joint, or there's a joint which moves, but you can turn the joint separate to the hand and to the wrist to line up, so you can change from here to diagonal, whatever you want. So currently his right hand is like a gun, his left hand is like a wave, but you can change both to match the other. Trunk, he can go forwards and backwards a little, side to side and twist. There is a waist twist as well. Hips go quite far before the sculpt gets in the way. He has a thigh twist, he has a double knee bend, and look at that, that's amazingly tight. Looks good there. On his feet, he has really, really good tippy toes, sorry, ballerina. And his dorsal flexation, his Michael Jackson, is not so good, it looks like. Oh, then again, I might be talking too soon. It's not bad, to be fair, it's pretty good. Is there a turn? There's no turn, but there is a swivel side to side, which is good if they're doing their legs outwards. That means they can still keep both feet flat on the ground if they need to. You see, that's quite easy to balance in. But a foot turn would have been slightly better. I think he looks pretty damn good. Okay, so I'm going to put a helmet on him and give you a look at him with his hat on. And while you're looking at this handsome chappy here, I am going to start tooling up some of these guys with some of the other bits. So let's take a satchel, a pouch out. Let's put it over him here. Ooh. Drop that one. I'll come back to that one. Let's get another one out. If I drop this one, I'll pick up the other one as well. But okay, that is on. Let's get on these little hats. Looks like a turban, but when you put it on, it doesn't look like a turban. It looks slightly better. It looks pretty cool. Okay, what I will do is I will stand him up, let you have a look with the hat and the satchel, and I'll start working these other guys holding the weapons and see how they do. Now, some of these weapons are actually going to be quite difficult to hold because they don't have handles. Like some of the rifles, the actual position is awkward for action figures to hold because they lack that articulation they need to actually hold it in a sort of a natural manner. You know, I'm all for historical accuracy, which is good, but sometimes is at the expense of your figure can't hold the gun properly, you know. Like this one here, there's a struggle to actually hold this because there's no actual hold part for him. And the stock is slightly long, which means he's struggling to get the stock in his shoulders, and his hand on the trigger. All right, let's not have the stock in the shoulder. Let's just do it a different way. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know he would burn his hand up if he's holding it by the barrel at the front there. Let's stick him with the helmet on instead, since that's right by me now. These knee joints are really, really nice on these figures. It's very easy to balance them, and I do like that. The fact they are really, if you can see from the back there, they are really thick, chunky joints, which is a big improvement from the first couple of generations. Very hard to break, and even the joints in the elbows are much bigger now. Shoulders appear to be bigger too. They really are turning up the quality on their figures quite substantially. The only gripe I would say is the hands. They need to be slightly more rubbery, but if you do that, you're going to change the material used, which is going to mean you won't get such authentic or such good flesh colours. You know, be more of a gloved looking hand. Okay, let's have a look. Can he hold this one? Oh, that is not easy to hold. So they do struggle a little bit to hold some of these guns because, like I said, they don't have proper action figure handles for the guns. It's more a case of, okay, let's see how they can do it. So he's holding this okay, but he's not really holding it securely. not careful like that, he'll drop it out of his hand. So I'm almost there. Okay. These are far more for posing than for playing, I would say. But they are suitable for both. They are quite strong, but not for kids because they will lose all these accessories and parts very fast, I am sure. Okay, stay. Okay, next one. Let me see. Yeah, none of these are really made for action figures to hold nicely. There's no sort of handle. If there's a pistol, like I'm assuming the officer has, he should hold that particularly well, since a pistol's got a specific handle for the hands to hold. Nearly there. Urgh. So this guy's struggling to hold with his trigger finger, his trigger hand in the right place. Okay, last two. Let's give him a satchel. I think I will pick that satchel up off the ground. Okay, let's give him a satchel and a gun and one of the other sort of beret style hats. In fact, I've just realised they had one hat inside the other. I've actually got 6 of these hats. That was a bonus for me. Pretty cool. Was not expecting that. I'm sure they weren't expecting to give me an extra one as well either. Okay, let's have him with his. Let's have a look. Gun slung over his shoulder. And then the last one, let's give him his helmet because it's here already. And again, it's not going to be easy for him to hold onto this rifle. One thing they could do, they could keep whatever accuracy in the weapons, even these are the wrong weapons for these Russians, I don't know, but they could make the stocks just slightly shorter, so it's easier for the figures to sort of grip nicely into their shoulder like a real gun. But he's holding this in a more relaxed position at the moment. And let's put him in camera for you there. So this is the infantry set, and you've got this gun here, this machine gun here, which I'll just attach the ammunition back into again. Looks pretty nice so far. I do like that. Now let me move these back, and I'm going to get the officer out, which won't take long. And then we can compare to some of the other World War II figures from Joy Toy and then finish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera, get the officer out, not so as to not waste your time, and come back. So be back in an instant. So here is the officer. He does look really good. Now I will say there are 2 things I don't like about him. Both his pistol and his binoculars are very flimsy plastic, not sort of sturdy plastic like the guns on these figures. So I prefer particularly the binoculars to be more sturdy because they're so flimsy, he struggles to hold them up to his eyes. The gun is flimsy, being more firmly but better. The pistol does fit in the holster, his large holster on the side there, and it comes inside it, so I had to take it out. But he does look really good. This is a great looking set of figures. Let me just move this box over slightly. And I think Joy's done a great job aesthetically on his figures and great with articulation. So let's just get these guys moved a bit closer and we'll do a comparison of some of the other World War II ones that Joy Toy has released to date. You and your gun, you just can't hold it properly. So here's our Russian figures here. Have I got enough space in the cameras? Have a look. In fact, I will take them back slightly. No, I'll keep them there. In fact, I won't use all of them. So you've got space. If I take it too far back, it'll be more difficult for you guys to see. So here are our 3 Russians that I'm going to be using. Let's take a German officer. He'll be in suggested videos, as will his trooper. And let's take a couple of Americans as well. And again, these guys here will be in suggested videos too for you guys to check out. Now, guys, the guys at Fly Imma Toy Shop and AliExpress are offering viewers of Awesome Action Toys an awesome 10% discount again. So I'll be putting the shop link and the discount code in the video description. Be sure to click it and check it out, because the discount code is for any of their Joy Toy range they have on their site. And they've got loads of Joy Toy stuff that's worth checking out. This is Awesome Action Toys, and I've got to say, I am liking these World War II soldiers from Joy Toy. The Russian set looks good. They've got decent articulation. The only thing, again, that I'll say, it's difficult for them to hold the guns with their hands. That's been the same for pretty much most of their World War II toy sets, because the guns are more authentic, and action figures generally don't have the best hands for gripping in sort of strange angles. But other than that, they look fantastic. Really, really good. And I just wish that the officer had a more sturdy pistol and a more sturdy set of binoculars, because other than that, he is an awesome looking figure too. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out, saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the description to see the website and the discount code for Joy Toy figures. Bye-bye.